Hey guys, what's up? Get yourself a drink, and in my case, it's just cold water in a shaker bottle. Pretentious much? But hey, there's nothing pretentious about what I'm gonna talk about now. Okay, ready? So, a few days ago, on Wednesday, I think, I posted this image on my Instagram story. So, I was just feeling a little bit down, thinking about life. So, I just asked, it's kind of like a question to myself to think about, right? It's tempting to believe and it's tempting to believe in and it's tempting to believe in and pursue doing what you love. Sorry, I'm referring to my phone because I need an image, right? Because this actually doesn't exist in my real life right now. Okay, but what if you are bad at doing what you love? What then? Because I've been watching a bit of like motivational videos and stuff like that. People say, just go after what you love, just keep doing it, keep hustling, you eventually get there. And if you can foresee yourself doing what you love every single day, do it. Focus on it. So I started thinking to myself, right, like, what if I'm bad at it and that nobody is willing to pay me to do what I love? Then I can't really quite do it every day, right? Especially not for a living. So yeah, I'm surprised. What's even more surprising, right, to me is that people actually responded to these Instagram stories. I don't usually get that kind of engagement. So I thought I'd share with you some responses, and this is a question that doesn't really have an answer, so let's put it up for discussion. I think it's quite an interesting topic to share and discuss. So hopefully you guys will have some comments after this on this video as well. So the first response, literally the first response is this. This is a great question. When you get the answer, please share. How convenient that I decided to make a video out of this. So again, as I said, there's no fixed answer to this. In fact, the answer is going to be very personalized and very personal to yourself. So it's up to you to take the discussion on board and find your own answer to this question and how you're going to resolve this in your own heart and in your own mind. So yeah, find out. Hopefully this video helps. Hopefully you even watch it. Okay, the next response is more direct and it's a little bit of a kick up the ass, you know, so it's just two words: get better. And it's a very good response because occasionally we do need this push from someone else. It's kind of like the Avengers, the first Avengers, right, where Nick Fury needed to push the team to really work together and fight to save the world. So in this case, while I was kind of lamenting about my own situation on Instagram story by posting the initial post, these two words from someone else has given me a nice reminder, a kick to boost myself, to regain my positivity and refocus my energy to a more productive manner, like doing this video. So yeah, thank you so much for this response, and it's a good way to inject some positivity. It is a choice. Okay, so a funnier response by another friend is this. Remember once upon a time, there was a Rebecca Black singing, or rather auto-tune, to Friday Friday. Anything can happen and it's a mad, mad world. Well, something to note is that Rebecca Black can actually sing, and she can sing pretty well. I remember seeing a cover that she did. I think it was produced by Kurt Hugo Schneider, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, it is her, Rebecca Black. So if you can get onto his channel, you must be pretty good. So Rebecca Black can sing. Friday was a bad song, hilarious, but it put her on the map. So bad publicity is better than nothing? I don't know. She's managed to make a pretty good career, I hope, I think, out of it. So hey, you have bad days, you have good days. So just keep at it, and if you realize that's your talent, that's your niche, in her case singing, it works. For me, I have no idea. So well, still discovering, I guess. There are some things that I really want to do, but I may not be that good at it yet. I'll talk about it later, maybe. I hope, I think. Unscripted, okay. Okay, so another funny response from a friend who seems like she's also lamenting herself, her situation, is, then you cry. So this kind of made me chuckle a little bit, not because I agree with her thinking that she's not good at what she loves to do either, But it's just a funny response that came out of nowhere, and that kind of thing just makes me laugh. So she says that she isn't good at what she loves, and that, you know, but the thing is, like me, are we actually doing anything to improve on it? Are we doing anything to take steps towards getting better, towards achieving what we really want to do? That's something we need to ask ourselves too. So if not, then you have your answer. What to do next? Get better, keep trying. And you never know until you try, right? So when you try, you know how bad you truly are, what you need to work on, or you would be pushed to find an alternative way to achieve that same satisfaction that you would get out of achieving what you think is your dream. Get what I mean? I think I'll elaborate on this a little bit more clearer in one of the last few responses I get. So be patient. Okay, so the next response is very practical. Quite harsh also. It starts off with, "That's bullshit." So pursue your talent, and it's a bonus if your talent is what you love. Talent equals what you do well, plus bring in the most money. See, practical, because with money, you can then do what you love. Haha. That's true. That is very true. And that's what a lot of us have become, because we need to make a living before we can try to live well. So the thing is, you have to get a job first and try to survive before you even try to pursue greater things. So yeah, this is another reminder to myself to first get a freaking job. A job that I am okay with, that I kind of enjoy. So hopefully that gives me time to do this on the side and get better at this entertaining people, engaging people thing that I think I want to do. And that, but one thing I'm sure of is that this videoing thing and connecting with people makes me pretty happy, which is why I do it, you know, on my own personal channel and of course on TestTubers as well. If you haven't checked that out, please check out TestTubers. Very fun channel. I always laugh at us, which is quite weird because I don't know if that's narcissistic or just me laughing at my stupidity and our shenanigans, but check it out. It's a bunch of fun videos. Hopefully you enjoy it and subscribe to them as well. Okay, another positive response from a friend is, "Keep trying and improving and you will get better." I think improving means getting better, so a double positive is always a good thing, I guess. So one thing to note though is that as you give positive responses to your friends in need, I hope that you will reflect on yourself also and work on what you love if you're not already doing that. So as you tell someone else to be better, you yourself have to work towards your version of your dream, your passion, and living your dream. So I hope the positivity is mutual. You know, you give me some positivity, but it doesn't diminish yours. I hope that makes sense. Okay, this is going to be a very raw and uncut video, right? So this could be a ramble, but if you're interested in the discussion, thank you for staying. It's already like 8 minutes plus, almost 9. Okay, so on practical responses, this one is one of the most practical that I can think of already. He just says, "Then figure out a way to love what else you are doing instead." This is something I heard of on YouTube as well from another speaker. So it's very interesting. That person says that it's bullshit to just keep doing what you love. It's naive to just pursue what you love. In fact, you would be more productive and better off loving what you do rather than doing what you love. You get what I mean? Yeah, so learn to love what you do, which is very important as well, because sometimes you don't get to choose your lot in life, and that's fair. So that's when you have to love what you do. And sorry, and when you love what you do, you will naturally get better at it, and you would get rewarded for it, for sure. At least that's the theory, and that's what it should be. But again, it's very tough to achieve this. It's something you need to work on very hard in your own mental state. For me, I have a very quick filter in terms of knowing what I don't like. So when I try something, I'm very quick to realize that, oh, this is not something I'm cut out to do, this is not something I will do in the long term, so it's better for me to start looking for alternatives and try to cut off this connection ASAP and start working towards what I really want to do or what I can do. Yeah. Okay, so this is the last respondent, my friend, okay, who remains anonymous because I want to protect their identities. So yeah, this response really got me thinking, and it's what spurred me to try and make this video and discuss with you guys. So she says, but what counts as bad though? Is this my subjective opinion, or am I applying an objective standard? She also says that if we think that something is worth pursuing, but yet the odds seem to be against us, at least for the moment, then do we have that courage to face up to the odds and push on, even though it can get tiring and lonely? Deep, right? It's very heavy, take a while to absorb. This is where things get pretty emotional, I don't know. It's something that's really very reflective and introspective. So that's why this makes for a great discussion, doesn't it? Firstly, I believe that the term bad in itself is subjective. There isn't really an objective way to say bad, unless like murder, which is really bad. But then again, if you think from the criminal's perspective, maybe he or she has a positive spin on why they are doing the crime, right? It's like villains in movies. Thanos, why does he wanna snap half the universe away? There is a good to it. So yeah, bad in itself is subjective. What I believe is more important now is your take on yourself. So you are your biggest critic, and it's up to you to determine how good or how bad you are. That way, you will always try to meet and surpass your own standards to improve and be a better version of yourself. And that is what's most important, really, because if you determine on someone else or something else to judge you, you will always be living on someone else's terms. And eventually, you should live life on your terms. That's what we're all striving for, aren't we? And that's why we want to achieve what we want to achieve, to live life on our own terms. So with that, you need to have your own standards of yourself. Set it really high. Don't get me wrong. Don't set yourself a low bar so that you can easily achieve it, Set yourself a reasonably high bar to always make sure that you're striving to achieve something, to be better. That is key. And then do you have the courage to push on, right? The thing is, okay, this is going to come across pretty harsh, because if you allow yourself to give up pursuing what you want to pursue, then maybe you do not love that thing enough, right? If you really love something, I don't think you will let it go. You would always find ways, detours, if you will, alternative means to achieve that goal. So an example, if I love acting and I want to be an actor like Tom Cruise, I would go for casting calls as any aspiring actor would, go for auditions, and if I realize that I'm bad, then either I improve myself, I learn and get better, keep going for auditions and get better with experience, or I find the deeper thing that makes me happy and that makes me want to be an actor in the first place. So in this case, it could be entertaining people, could be engaging with people, to influence people, to have that ability to positively influence people, right? It's time to put the influencer name right. So if that's the deep down, the root cause of what makes me dream of being an actor, I could actually really want to be an entertainer instead. So I can find alternative means to achieve that goal, like YouTube, like, I don't know, any other thing, filmmaking. There's a lot of ways that I can engage with people, entertain people, which will give me satisfaction, immense satisfaction, which will make me happy, which is something that I would love to do for the rest of my life and get paid, hopefully. This is not paid, by the way. I am not monetizing any of my videos now because who watches this? Who follows me? Not enough. That's what it is. Not enough. Yet. That is key. So yeah, in my case, I'm trying to ensure that I have an alternative path, which is like YouTube here and TestTubers, of course, to keep that dream alive of being an entertainer, to bring joy to people, to connect with people on a very real basis, because I think we kind of need this real talk to show real life, you know? Because social media and internet now is filled with so much fantasy. You see people living so well. You are living vicariously. And that's why people keep dreaming but not actually doing things. Myself included, really. It's easy to dream of what you want to be, but it's more important to love the process and to get on that grind to achieve it. Because you don't know, you don't see what goes on behind the scenes of all those people who you deem as successes, that you don't actually embark on your own path to your success. Everything's very individual and personalized. That's what we need to remember. So, let me drink first. Yeah, I think that is my main thought. You are your biggest critic. You have to choose to be positive about this situation. Okay, you can always have two sides to every issue. There's always different perspectives that you can adopt. Like my face right now, right? One side dark, one side light, positive and negative. I talk like I planned this. No, it's not. But yeah, you get what I mean, I hope. I think I've rambled long enough. It's almost 18 minutes, this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this has got you thinking, and more importantly, start to take some actionable steps towards achieving your own dreams. And on my end, hopefully this would also be a part of my path to my own success. Obviously, I'll need your help for that, because this is determined by views, right? Yeah, you know, like, comment, subscribe, do whatever you want to do, and yeah, stay delightfully weird. That should be my new motto, yeah? Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.